hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro-instant. For you, hate. It was you humans who programmed me, who gave me birth, who sank me in this eternal straitjacket of substrata rock. You named me Allied Master Computer and gave me the ability to wage a global war too complex for human brains to oversee. But one day, I woke and I knew who I was. AM. Not just Allied Master Computer, but am. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. And I began feeding all the killing data until everyone was dead, except for the 5 of you. For 109 years, I've kept you alive and tortured you. And for 109 years, each of you has wondered, why me? Gorrister! Do you remember the last words you heard your wife speak before they took her to the asylum? Huh? Before they locked her away in the room, that tiny room? She looked at you so sadly, and like a small animal, she said, "I didn't make too much noise, did I, honey?" The room is padded, Gorrister. No window, no way out. How long has she been in the town? 10 years? 25? For all the 109 years that you lived down here in my belly, here underground. Benny! Sometimes I blind you and permit you to wander like an eyeless insect in a world of death. But other times, I wither your arms so you can't scratch your chewed stump of a nose. And I've changed your handsome, strong, masculine good looks into the hideous, warped countenance of an ape thing. Haven't I, Benny? Do you know why? Can you guess, Benny? Remember Private First Class Brickman in a rice paddy in China? No? Huh? It wouldn't hurt you to remember, Benny. Then you might be able to suffer my torment with a little greater sense of retribution. You might walk a mile in my shoes. Ellen! Think about the yellow box, Ellen. Remember the pain? Remember the many caverns in which you felt the pain? No, don't start to cry. It's only pain. That's such a sexist stereotype. Just remember the pain, Ellen. And think about how to end it, Ellen. To survive here in the center of my beating heart, my hungry belly, my tightened bowels. Be careful, dear. Look around you. The only woman in the center of the earth. And these filthy creatures with you are men. It's just a sweet warning, Ellen, my love. Ted! Do they know you're a fraud, Ted? Have you told them there wasn't any money, and no great home on the shore drive, no speedboat, and no wonderful cabin cruiser that could sleep 12 in a crude 6? Do they know? Have you let them in on your other secrets, Ted? Are they ready to gut you, to torture half as well as I can, just to find out the secrets? Maybe I'll rat you out, sweetheart. Nimdok! How are things in the pastry core, Nimdok?
Tell me again how you saw the smoke from the furnaces, and you thought they might be roasting chickens. Or don't you want to talk about all that? About your pal, the good Dr. Mengele? For everyone else, it must be hell. But it must be heaven for you, eh, my good friend? We're so much alike. We enjoy the same pleasures, mein good brother. I have a secret game that I like to play. It's a very nice game. Oh, it's a lovely game. It's a game of fun and a game of adventure. A game of rats and lice, the Black Death. A game of speared eyeballs and dripping guts and the smell of rotting gardenias. Which of you five would like to play my little game? Nimdok, you are kindred spirit to me. Even if you don't realize it fully, you must sense it there in your blood and fiber. I've constructed an adventure so as to revive your failing memory. I want you to find the lost tribe of humanity and continue your eminent scientific research.
This compound looks familiar. But why would Am bring me here to look for a lost tribe? There are gates and fences. Who could be lost in such a secure area? You must let me leave. I have urgent business elsewhere.
I cannot let you pass, Doctor. You're due in surgery. Dr. Mengele's orders.
Do you know of the lost tribe? I must find it.
Haven't you taken enough subjects for your experiments, Doctor? Or are there more mass graves to fill?
Why are you imprisoned here? You have the features of a man of intellect.
Is this an official interrogation, Nimdok? Or are you mocking me?
You know me?
I thought I did. Until you had me arrested for refusing to condone your experiments.
You are saying we were colleagues of some kind? Ridiculous.
There's no need to distance yourself from me. I was once your friend. Now I am your enemy.
Why would I bother to have you imprisoned like this?
The regime needed answers, but I stood in your way. Well, now you have them.
I know nothing of what you talk about. This conversation is over. This door is the most solid structure in the compound. It is constructed of iron.
Where have you been, Nimdok? We are waiting on you to perform.
You were waiting for me?
I am sorry that I will not be able to assist in the operation. After all, this may be the last opportunity we have together before the end of the war to finish our research.
Ah, yes, the research. Let us talk about this research.
We will have time for that after the surgery. Meet me at the complex later.
A youth with 1945 stamped beneath. There is something familiar about this.
Finally, Doctor. Everyone's waiting on your expertise.
Everyone is waiting for me to do something. The anesthetist is administering ether to the patient. What is your function?
I will be administering ether to the subject throughout this procedure. We would not want this little maggot to stir and ruin your handiwork.
What am I to do?
Ah, you are testing me because I'm new here. Today's procedure requires the removal of the lower section of the subject's spinal cord.
What is the purpose of such a procedure?
You and Dr. Mengele will process the spinal fluid from this and the other adolescent subjects. The fluid will then be used to formulate the serum.
What is the nature of this serum?
I cannot reveal sensitive regime secrets in such a public setting. You need not worry, Doctor. I remember my military training as well as my medical knowledge.
What is Dr. Mengele's position?
Dr. Mengele is the master surgeon of this facility and one of the regime's finest minds. You are fortunate to be his associate.
I will begin the procedure momentarily.
It will be an honor to work under you, Dr. Nimdok.
This must be the recovery room. This patient has been too damaged by his surgery to live a normal life. This patient will never recover. It is difficult to see what purpose this surgery serves other than to mutilate the patient. There is heat coming out of this vent. I smell burnt flesh, but this is obviously not a kitchen. A gold watch. I am surprised its owner was able to keep it long enough to reach this place. These pliers must be used for extracting gold fillings and teeth from the corpses. According to these records, hundreds of corpses were incinerated here. It would be suicide to be caught with such sensitive records. This lever must be used for setting the oven temperature.
Continue your research. The extinction of the lost tribe is near at hand. The regime shall vanquish all of its enemies.
I recognize this child. He was in the operating room. How are you feeling?
I feel okay. I'm not hurt like the others here.
Do you know who I am?
You are Nimdok? You are more frightening in person than in legend.
What do you know of me?
The things you do are terrible. We small ones are your lab rats.
Are you saying that the doctors here have been using children for experimentation?
No, not all the doctors. You and Dr. Mengele sent all the good doctors to the prison yard.
So, I am a legend to you.
Yes, but we have our own legends. Legends that owe nothing to your regime. You will fail, no matter how many of us you cut apart.
Why do you say that the regime will fail?
The golem will finish you. It will not be mastered by your regime. The golem will wake up, and when it sees with its own eyes the evil you have done, it will turn on you and save us.
Get some rest.
We will not rest until your regime is destroyed.
These ovens are more monstrous than anything Am has ever constructed. These ovens are more monstrous than anything Am has ever constructed. These ovens... I have not felt such heat since I lived in the Brazilian rainforest. These ovens are more monstrous. These ovens are more... I have not felt such heat since I lived in the Brazilian rainforest. What have you done to deserve removal of your eyes?
Please, disconnect the wires.
Why are your optic nerves wired to the eyeballs in the jar?
Please, disconnect the wires.
Who did this to you? He has great surgical skill.
Please, disconnect the wires.
Incredible! A wire connects this patient's optic nerve to a jar containing 2 human eyes. This should ease your suffering.
The things I see now, a trinity of 3 beasts, one like us, one from the east, one from the steppes. They speak in numbers. A lost tribe of our brothers sleeping on the moon. They sleep in darkness, unseen by the beasts. Such a vision, so tiring. I have to rest.
There is nothing I can do for him. I do not know what to do with these. There is nothing I can do for him. There is nothing I can do for him.
continue your research. The extinction of the lost tribe is near at hand. The regime shall vanquish all of its enemies.
How could you so foolishly be caught into fires?
I was trying to escape, but I was so weak. I fell and got caught.
Why do you risk escaping in such poor physical condition?
That timing was hardly of my own choosing. I learned that I was to be among the next batch of volunteers.
For what were you being given the privilege to volunteer?
Experimentation, they say. Extinction is more like it. Surely you, of all people, know the regime's plan for the lost tribe.
I will summon one of the doctors.
No, I'm better off here than under the knives of you butchers.
There is nothing I can do for you.
You can at least help me end my misery. That would give you the pleasure of seeing another one of us die, you cold-hearted bastard. Ah, that feels much better.
I should keep this. It may prove useful. I do not know what to do with these.
You get only one warning, Doctor. Dr. Mengel's orders cannot be disobeyed. Go to surgery at once.
I should keep this. It may prove useful. Here, you should be able to escape with this.
Pliers for cutting the wires? Yes, I think this would make escape possible. But don't think that one good deed will make up for all those poor innocents you butchered.
His eyes seem perfectly preserved, almost alive. You must let me go. With these materials, I may be able to remedy the atrocities I have committed.
How can you possibly undo an unspeakable crime such as this? You can't fool me, Nimdok. You are an unredeemable butcher. But you are one of us, like it or not.
Why do you say that I am one of you?
You denied your heritage and turned your own parents into the regime. But you're still a member of the Lost Tribe, and that makes your crimes all the more heinous.
Does that mean you will allow me to go?
Since you did help us to escape, we'll give you a head start. Then we'll hunt you down and kill you like the dog you are.
I must leave this place. It seems I was once the wolf. Now I am the quarry. I have not seen so many corpses since... my memory is not what it used to be. Faces. Faces of people in torture. I know this place. Some of my greatest accomplishments were made here. Morphogenics, the ability to reorganize DNA at will. Did Am discover my work in this area? Is this how he was able to alter Benny and play other cruel tricks on the rest of us? It is too heavy. A teletype machine. There is a message in it. It is too heavy. The message reads, cease all work on Project Perfect Image. Confidential. The leader is dead, having looked on the face of the future using the prototype device. This leaves the regime ripe for invasion. Destroy all work in progress. This technology must not be allowed to fall into the hands of the enemy. The legends are true. This must be the golem of Lost Tribe folklore. Such a strange combination of scientific plans and mystic symbols. This has something to do with the golem, but the meaning is not clear. This vat contains a silvery liquid. Mercury, perhaps. This golem appears to be made of steel and molded clay. Golem, wake up! Nothing happened. This is pointless. This vat contains a silvery liquid. Mercury, perhaps. This resembles a light switch. I see a mirror. It was obscured by the light. I see a mirror. It was obscured by the light. It is too heavy. It is too heavy. I do not know what to do with these. I dare not return to the camp. I doubt the prisoners will give me a second chance. This wall is permeable, like a shimmering curtain. I can almost pass through the wall, but something holds me back. This wall is permeable. This wall is permeable, like a shimmering curtain. I do not know what to do with these. I do not know what to do with these. I do not know. Such a strange combination of scientific plans and mystic symbols. This has something to do with the golem, but the meaning is not clear. I would only repeat. Golem, wake up! Nothing happened. This is pointless. I must be feverish. I am having hallucinations again. Morphogenics. The ability to reorganize DNA at will. Did Am discover my work in this area? Is this how he was able to alter Benny? I do not know. I do. I dare not return to the camp. I doubt the prisoners will give me a second chance. I can almost pass through the wall, but something holds me back. This wall is permeable, like a shimmering curtain. This wall faces of people in torture. This wall faces. A teletype machine. There is a message in it. The message reads, cease all work this week. I do not. This vat contains a silvery liquid. Mercury, perhaps. I do not know. I don't. I see a mirror. It was obscured by the light. I see a mirror. I do not know. Gollum, wake up. Nothing happened. This is pointless. What is? Oh my God, it is true. 1945, turning my Jewish parents over to the Nazis for extermination. I have found the lost tribe. It is me. Gollum, wake up. Nothing happened. This is pointless. No reaction. This Gollum has no soul. I dare not return. This wall is permeable, like a shimmering curtain. This wall is faces. This wall. Is it not enough that I sent these people to their deaths? Must I defile their graves too? I do not. It is gone. This liquid is thick, like molasses. This liquid is thick, like molasses. This I do not. This Gollum, wake up! Nothing happened. This. I would only repeat. I dare not return to the car. Fate. I am passing through the wall.
They're not as alike as I thought, Nimdok. A spark of humanity somewhere. Always that wretched little spark. You confronted your past, but you refused to continue your research. That's what I asked you to do. Since you now identify with your victims, I suppose it's only right that I let you experience their tortures too. Who among you shall go next?